Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to play More Than My Hometown by Wallen. Super cool song. If you're here, you already know that. The initial thing on this one, like actually a lot of Wallen songs, this one's tuned down a half step. So for the beginners, if you don't understand how to tune down a half step, really the easiest way to say that is just, if you're playing an acoustic guitar, you can capo the first fret and then tune to standard tuning. So basically it's adding one more fret to the low end of the guitar, if that makes sense to you. So every half step is one fret. So you can use your capo to help you tune it down that way. You can just tune it by the notes as well. If you look up tutorials and stuff like that, they'll explain to you how to tune your guitar down a half step. But if you're having a hard time figuring out how to play this song, that's probably part of the problem. So it's really a simple song. 4 chords on a loop. It just runs the length of the song, and really most of the greatness of the song is all in the vocals. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into this. As I said in the beginning here, just the main thing to remember is you're tuning down to E flat. So you're down a half step on the whole guitar. And really this song is pretty straightforward. It's just going to be practicing your transitions. You started out on the G chord, just a standard G, however you play that. I play it like this. I got these 2 fingers on the bottom, on the 3rd fret, top half rather. E and B strings, and then I'm just using the 3rd fret on the E string here, and I'm bumping this A string underneath it. That's this string right here, the 2nd from the top. I'm bumping up against that with this. The reason I do that is because I can hit it. I can hit it now. I can just hit all the notes on the guitar, and that A string that's left out of the G chord is now muted. It's not making any sound. See that? So that's an easy way to do a G chord, because especially when you're first starting out, it's kind of hard sometimes to keep that A string out of there if you're not muting it. So you really need to be conscious of getting a nice clean chord. And it starts on the G. Then it goes to the A minor. A minor looks like this. You can look up tutorials and chord charts of how to play that A minor. But this is what it is right here. It's basically like an E chord, but you bump it down. That's an A minor. And you're strumming everything but your top string on this one. So a lot of times on that one, I might just hit it. I'm reaching around the top with my thumb right here, and I'm bumping that top string. So you don't have to worry about just picking the bottom half of it. You can pick the bottom half of it. If that's easier for you, then by all means you can do that. But I kind of bump this thing. That way, even if my picking's a little out of line, it's going to keep that E string out of there. So, alright, you're going from the G to the A minor to the E minor. There's a lot of different ways to play this. I play it with these 2 fingers on this song. I may change that in other songs. On this one, just because it's an easier transition from this A minor. You're on this A minor down here, and then you're transitioning up into an E minor. So all you have to do is just bump these 2 strings, or bump these 2 fingers up rather, and take this finger off. You're there. You're on an E minor. You're strumming the whole thing top to bottom. You want to leave this top string, that's what gives you your E note. That's where you want it. So you go from the G to the A minor to the E minor. Same length on all them chords, and then you end on C. C is a fairly regular standard chord. I play the full C on this one because it really sounds like that's what he's doing. And again on this chord, I'm bumping the E string. I'm silencing that with this finger. I'm just bumping into it. I'm fretting on the A string to get that C note, but I'm bumping this top string to keep it silent. So rather than worrying about your picking patterns, you just bump that thing. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. It's out of the way. So basically, long and short of it, it's that on a loop. So it goes G, A minor, E minor, C chord formations and a half step down, and it goes like this. Girl, I'm mama's best friend, and so we the whole town's rooting for us like a home team. Most likely to settle down, plant a few roots real deep and let it grow. But we can't stop this real world from spinning us. The bright light's gone. I don't blame you for picking up your big dream bags are all packed up and ready to go. I just need you to know I love you more than a California sunset, more than a beer when you ain't 21 yet, more than a Sunday morning Lord turning some poor lost soul found. I love you found. I love you more than a feeling when the laughs hit the hook, when a guy gets a girl at the end of the book. But baby, this might be the last time I get to lay you down, 'cause I can't love you more than my hometown. That's it right there. That's the loop of the first verse through the chorus, and it just repeats. You can listen to the record for the placement of everything, but it's pretty much just on a loop from there, guys. So you just practice your transitions, practice your getting your chords to sound real good with some of the little tricks I gave you there. That's the best thing for me. That was the best thing for me learning, was to do that muting of the strings. So I know there's probably not a lot of people telling you that kind of stuff, but I want you guys to keep playing, and I want you guys to keep learning songs. So, all right. I hope you guys have fun with that one. It's a great song from Morgan Wallen. I appreciate you. And that is it, guys and girls. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. The main thing for beginners is just learning those chords, man, and just learning transitions between chords. I wouldn't spend a lot of time, I hear this a lot with new guitar players. I wouldn't spend a lot of time with, like, what's the strum pattern? I mean, that's something that's just more feel. I mean, there's no right or wrong way necessarily to play these songs, especially if you break it down a different way. I mean, you're entitled to do whatever you want with these songs. If you're playing along with the record, that's one thing, you can do that. But it's not necessary to do your picking patterns exactly the same as the original artist. As long as you're staying in time and staying in tune with the record, you're golden. You're doing a great job. And you're creating your own version of the song. So I wouldn't focus as much on what the strum pattern is. I mean, you can even take songs like this and just strum a note and sing parts of it just as you're learning, just to get the transitions down. So don't waste a whole lot of time with what your right hand's doing. Really, you're just feeling the music and feeling the beat and going along with the song. If you really can't hear that, the main thing is just keep jamming along until you do. And then someday, sometime it's different. It's different for everybody. Some people it's very quick. Some people, like for me, it took a long time for me to really be able to hear exactly the nuances of songs and things like that. So really, you're just playing along. So, and you're just making your own version, and you're keeping your own tempo with your right hand. So think of your right hand almost more on acoustic guitar as almost like a hi-hat hand on drumming. You're keeping the tempo and the timing with your right hand. So if as long as you're doing that, you don't have to worry about this up down and the weird strum pattern thing. So I hope that helps you guys. If you got any questions, by all means put them down in the comments. If you got requests for other songs, by all means put those down in the comments, and I'll get to as many of them as I can. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe. It means a lot to me and it helps me out a lot. So if you like it, Please like it, subscribe if you feel so inclined, and there'll be more coming from me. So thanks for watching today, guys. Catch you down the road.